Way more happier. It's like a child, right? Like it's like a child, right? You could let the child be a brat and do whatever it wants, and you could let the child rampage and act like a complete buffoon, and then he screws up his life when he's 20 and has no future, right? Or you could tend to your child, tend to your boy, or tend to your daughter, and teach them right from wrong, and teach them what you should do in life, and guide them in the right direction. A parent who does that is going to have a much more successful child than the one who lets their child rampage and do whatever they want. It's the same with women. If you guide a woman, especially women who are 18, younger women who aren't experienced with men, they don't know what they're choosing. They don't know what they're doing. They're pretty much kids. They just got out of high school, right? Um, so that's the thing. They're not experienced. They're not knowledgeable, and they're making these life altering decisions with no guidance or no influence from the father. That's supposing there's a father there. I mean, like, here's the thing of women's selectionism, too. Should women be allowed to select for men, divorce a man, and then ensure their children have no father? I think not. I think you shouldn't be able to divorce your husband and deprive your children of a father. Studies prove this over and over and over and over again. I'm being honest with you. Studies show this over and over and over that children with a father in the home, with a man in the home, their father, their biological parent, when they have the father and the mother in the home, they have a much higher quality of life as opposed to having a single mother. So that's just the thing there. If you believe in the future of society, which is what I have the principle of valuing results, valuing the safety, valuing the production, the productivity of society, valuing what is productive in society over valuing freedom. And that's going to trample on a couple of people's foot. That's going to upset some people if they are in the position where they are getting forced to do certain things. But what's better? Anarchy, where you do everything you want and you ruin your life and you ruin your kids' lives, or having a system in place where it directs people and it teaches people that you shouldn't go and do drugs, you shouldn't go and do alcohol, you should want to have a husband as a woman, you should want to have that instead of being a promiscuous degenerate and sleeping with every guy that remotely is 6 foot and has a decent income. That is called slutty degenerate behavior, and it causes STDs, other such problems. We shouldn't need to do that. We should have a society in place where it doesn't require huge economic individuality. That's like stupid. The Jews, Nick Fuentes, as he's a guy who said this in one of his clips. The Jews got where they were because they aren't being independent. They act as a tribe. So it's about damn time that white people and us as a whole act as a fucking tribe. It's pathetic that we want to do this individualistic nonsense and kick each other down, throw the crabs in the bucket and pull each other down by the feet the second one guy tries to climb out of that damn crab bucket. We are being, a lot of white people, not a lot, but like there's a subsect of white people who will make fun of black people for being the crab bucket, for pulling down the other black man once he's trying to climb out of poverty, trying to climb out of the hood. Your individualistic idea of economics and how families shouldn't be of assistance or helping, and it should all be bootstrap mentality. You are the crab in the bucket. You are pulling your kids down. You are pulling your grandkids down and saying, stay down in poverty with me. Like, that's what you're doing. You are the crab in the bucket.